I understand you had the press conference kanina and among other things that
Yes.
you allegedly said was you're demanding access to the Jose Maria College basement. Do we take that to mean
Yes.
na hindi kayo walang representative ang inyong grupo doon sa pag-search sa basement?
Yes. Oo, matagal na yan. 8 araw na yan. 11 days na sila dito. 8 araw na yan sila. On the 3rd day kasi ulit sila nag-start ng hukay. No? Naririnig namin on the 3rd day may mga jackhammering operation. Kaya nga, nagpadala na kaagad kami ng demand letter doon kay General Torre na bigyan.
Ay, naputo lang.
Wala.
Aside from our...
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're back.
Yes.
Okay, so aside from our verbal demands, no, to be given access and Facebook demands, kasi hindi talaga kami nire-replyan. Kanina, ang ginawa ko, dinala ko lahat ng media, no, pati yung representative ninyo dito. Pumasok kami, marami masyadong media, at pinuntahan namin yung JMC basement, at hindi ata sila nakabantay, at nagkadarapa-darapa yung mga pulis na galing Pampanga pa na binara kami doon sa entrance po ng aming basement. At hindi talaga kami pinapasok despite my verbal demand. Hindi rin nagpakita yung kanilang head officer doon. And what happened was that we saw clothes, no,
Attorney.
Hello.
Yeah, attorney, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yan. Tapos may tie-line sila doon. Parang ginawa na talaga nila boarding house doon. Access so that we can confirm whether or not there is in fact a big hole there that they conduct.
Nawala ulit.
Yeah. Attorney, sorry, you're breaking up.
Pinagbigyan.
Yeah. Attorney, you're breaking up.
Yes.
But let me throw in a question po. Kasi I understand you also shared some photos supposedly from a police contact of yours supposedly showing yung malaking butas dun sa if I get it right po, yung pinakitang picture na sinare po niyo. Ito. Napakalaking butas po. But for anybody to make a hole this big, you have to dump the dirt and the earth somewhere. And that's kind of hard to hide.
They control the entire basement, sir.
Apo.
We do not have access. We even tried on the second entrance, which is within the JMC building. I brought also the media members there. Pero hindi rin kami pinayagan. Bigla na lang may mga police with truncheon, armed, may mga arpas pa. May mga long arms pa yung taga-staff yung na-prevent sa amin. Kitang-kita naman yun sa TV, no? And hindi rin kami pinayagan. So lumabas na naman kami, doon naman kami sa 3rd entrance, puntang basement. Hindi rin pinayagan. Kita yun lahat ng mga TV stations po na dinala ko doon. I hope i-carry naman nila sa
Tony, I'm not a lawyer, no? Pero linawin ko lang, ang pagkakaintindi ko, basta ganyang nagsisearch, di ba requirement na merong representative nung may-ari nung lugar na sinesearch?
Yes.
Kahit hindi kayo lalapit dun sa actual operation, basta nandun, di ba yun ang SOP? Yun ang pagkakaintindi ko lang. Tama ba yun?
Attorney, you're getting choppy po. Could you repeat, attorney? You're getting choppy. Could you repeat?
Kailangan ikwan niya ulit.
Buwitaw. Naku, baka si attorney nasa basement.
Hindi, baka kailangan niya ulitin yung kanya, yung tawag.
So we'll try to get back, we'll try to get attorney back. Very good point from Ami Pamintuan. Para sa matter of procedure, especially
Hindi, kasi lalo na sa mga drug, tandaan lang ng mga tao lalo na yung mga drug raids, pwede kang plantingan
Yeah.
Diba? Remember, in fact, kaya nagkaroon ng rules noon, previously, awan ko kung ano na nangyari, na kailangan daw kapag ganyang nagsisearch, lalo na kung drug operation, kailangan merong isang member ng media nga
Yeah.
Sinama pa yun sa rules
And at a certain point, nag-require ng
barangay.
At a certain point, nag-require pa
para walang masabi na frame up.
Oo.
Yeah. Pero,
kaya tinatanong ko yan.
Tanong, Ami, kung halimbawa hot pursuit, tapos yung pinopursue mo, hindi mo alam kung armado o hindi. Pwede ba magsama ron ng kung sino-sino, ng media,
Yan naman ang
etc.?
tinanong namin na
Ano pa?
paano kung
Pwede
ganun
magkabalilan
na
eh. Oh.
Bok, si attorney is back.
O, yan na, sige.
Sir,
Yan.
sorry. You got cut.
Kaya-
You got cut.
Yes. Under Rule 126 Section 8 ata yun, no? Pag may search warrant, dapat may witnesses nga. Ito arrest
Yes.
warrant lang ang dala nila. Hindi pa kami binibigyan ng access, no? Pati sa cathedral, na which is the main, sacred place ng KOJC po, ng mga members, they are controlling it. They're converting it into an advanced command post na nag-try sana kami kanina na pasukin kasi gusto ng mga members kasi KOJC anniversary ngayon na at least for one day man lang magamit nila yung cathedral. Ayaw kami pa ang tinakot na pag mag-cross kami doon sa Yellow Line, dadaktin kami.
Ronald, tanong ka.
Attorney, maliban sa inyong oral demand or request, meron ba kayong pinaplanong immediate legal recourse?
We already did. No, we as early as last week, no, we filed a supplemental manifestation with motion with the RTC 15. Last Monday na naman, meron kaming omnibus motion for them to be declared in contempt and to compel them to comply with the temporary protection order, no. But in compliance with the due process, they were required 10 days to comment, and in the omnibus motion, we requested that this be reduced to 5 days. And right now, one of our lawyers is in the court verifying whether or not there is already an order as a result of the motions that we filed in court.
Pero attorney, in particular po, any motion to compel the police to allow a witness to be
comply,
present?
yes. And
to allow a witness to be present? Any specific motion to compel the police to allow witness to be present in the operation or to give access to the KOJC people into its own basement?
Part of it, no, marami kaming prayers doon. We did not question the warrant of arrest, no, because that is for the court which issued it. What we wanted was the removal of the barriers and barricades pursuant to the order of the court, as well as the ceasing and desisting of any act or omission that violate the petitioner's right to life, liberty, or property, and the determination as to whether or not their tunneling operation is in accordance with the law. This is in compliance with the order of the court that anything beyond the ordinary in the service of a warrant of arrest should require judicial imprimatur, because the service of the warrant should be reasonable and it must comply with the reasonability requirement. So ang amin doon na sana yung cathedral kasi ay sacred place yan, pwede naman sila maka-serve ng kanilang warrant of arrest, ilang beses na nga nila na-serve yan, without sequestering the cathedral. And then, yung kanilang tunneling operation, they should prove the reasonability and the necessity why there is a need for them to conduct tunneling mining operations there. And we should be heard. We should know what is their intelligence basis, why they are conducting that 8 meters away that already endangers the structural stability of the building. So we have reasonable grounds to really question it. And ang nangyayari kasi, maski transparency wala, maski verification, hindi kami binibigyan. Kaya dinala ko yung mga media personnel doon para makita nila na pinipigilan talaga kami. At nakita nila na pinipigilan talaga kami. At taktin pa kung we will resist.
Attorney, pinag-uusapan din ngayon yung sinabi ni Vice President Sara Duterte over the weekend na mukha daw wala na sa Davao City si Pastor Kibuloy. Ano po yung masasabi ninyo doon? Ano bang balita niyo sa client ninyo?
Actually, I could not confirm whether or not nandito pa ba siya o wala. Basta ang sabi ko sa mga media, last kami nag-usap was March 2024 prior to the issuance of the warrant of arrest by the Senate. Kasi yun ang pinakauna eh. And we had a long discussion with Pastor, mga 4 hours yun. We discussed about the probable scenarios that may happen in the case. I showed him the alternative courses of action that we should take. And of course, the final decision rested with him. And after our discussion, siguro mga late night na yun, early morning na nga, nakita ko siya, sumakay nga ng parang ata yun eh, Innova ata yun na gray. It was a sentimental moment. Kasi yun ang last time ko na nakita si Pastor.
Saka attorney, nag-react na rin ng Marcos administration dun sa, the reported request of the pastor na kung sakasakaling susuko siya, mangangako din ng gobyerno na hindi siya extradite to the US. Sinabi ng government natin, hindi sila pwedeng mangako ng ganon because of our commitments under the extradition treaty. Ano po yung comment niyo doon?
Naku naman, si Undersecretary naman, hindi naman nakikinig. Sana nakikinig po sana siya. Ang request po ni Pastor Apollo Siquiboloy, noon ito I don't know if this is still standing now Ang request po niya noon is mag-execute lang ng written declaration si Presidente Marcos na hindi siya i-extraordinarily render. Wala kaming sinabi na extradition process because if there is an extradition process, there is a strong possibility that we will face it because it is in accordance with the treaty. What we are requesting is he should not be extraordinarily rendered kasi illegal yun. If you read Section 48 of the Anti-Terrorism Act, there is even a ban against extraordinary rendition. Yun ang aming request. They're twisting facts just to have good soundbites to the public.
Well, sir,
Linawin ko lang attorney, you did not ask for written assurance or an assurance from the government na hindi siya i-extradite. Hindi extradition.
Hindi
over
extraordinary
extradition.
rendition. There is a difference between extraordinary rendition
Yes.
from extradition. Yung extraordinary rendition, kidnapping yun in other words. Yung i-diretso mo na lang ibigay yung kanyang custody doon sa Amerika. Aba, ayaw namin yan. Kasi si Pastor has the intention of clearing his name here. And if there is a need for an extradition process, there is a strong possibility that we will fight it out. Because we have a chance to fight it out in an extradition process. But in an extraordinary rendition, wala kaming laban doon. Kasi that is a government-to-government, what do you call this? Thing.
Yes.
And that is illegal under the law. And what is being requested by Pastor Apollo Siquiboloy is perfectly legal. It is even covered under Section 48 of the Anti-Terrorism Act. Grabe naman. Klaro-klaro naman yun.
So, attorney, for the record, ano yung official request nyo? Ano yung, para walang marites, walang chismis, no? Yung, ano talaga yung hiningi nyo?
Pastor noon. Ang official request ni Pastor noon is, noon yan I don't know kung applicable pa ba yan ngayon. Ang dami na nangyari. May namatay na 59 na hospital as of last count. 4 ang nagsuffer ng heart attack. So hindi ko alam kung standing pa yan. Pero ang declaration ni Pastor noon, mag-execute ng written declaration na hindi siya extraordinary render sa Amerika at hindi mag-exert ng effort na hindi makialam ang Amerika dito sa Pilipinas, and to be signed by the President, by the DOJ Secretary, by the PNP Chief, by DILG, Department of National Defense. Yan yung request noon. That is a reasonable request. Why is it a reasonable request? Because he is the President of the Republic. He took an oath to protect its citizens. And he should do it.
Attorney,
Pero attorney, wala naman tayong history ng extraordinary rendition Saka,
wala?
Bakit tayo magpapadala tayo kung sakasakali kung wanted siya ng US. Ang US ang nag-extraordinary rendition. So they have,
kaya nga,
halimbawa
kaya
may
kasi
terrorist
that happened.
suspect sa kanila, papadala sa atin
Oo.
para dito anuhin. Pero ang Philippines, wala ako natatandaan na case natin na tayo ang nagpadala ng suspect natin to be prosecuted in another country.
Ay, mabuti nga yan, wala yan. Kaya nga written declaration na lang kailangan. Because if that happens, at least we have a paper to show to the public. Mr. President, kinikidnap na siya ng Amerika dito. Baka pwede mo kaming tulungan. Tinirmahan mo ito eh. So, masama ba yan? Walang masama po yan. At least, may papel kami na mahawakan. Mag-seek kami ng help sa PNP o yung PNP ninyo, chief, pumirma dito na hindi, kinidnap na si Pastor, please stop it. Yun ang, walang masama po talaga sa request ni Pastor, no? Kasi, I already told you that, no? We have a social contract theory. We surrender some of our rights to the government in turn protects us, no? Social contract theory, that is the foundation upon which all Republican governments are founded upon. That is the theory of John Locke, then Rousseau, even Thomas Hobbes, no? So, if Pastor requests that, he is simply exercising his right as a citizen of the Republic, requesting the President of the Philippines, sir, protect me if that happens. That's very
Attorney?
reasonable.
Attorney, I completely get what you mean. There is a difference between extradition and extraordinary rendition. Extradition, of course, goes by treaty that's covered by international law and treaties
Yes.
between states. Extraordinary rendition is outside of the bounds of law. It is basically kidnapping for one state to
Ang
take over the
extraordinary.
jurisdiction of a person from another state. In other words, punta rito, dampot, kidnap, at labas po sa batas. So that's pretty clear. But also my question to you is this: how can you get a guarantee from the president that he will not allow extraordinary rendition when to begin with extraordinary rendition is kidnapping,
For
which is
something which doesn't
Yes.
exist.
which is not allowed by law
We
anyway.
need that. We need
Hindi
that.
natin ginagawa eh.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, that was done by the U.S. here during the time of Thomas Merrick. During the time of President Duterte here in Davao
Yung
City.
nasabugan.
An American was what you call this suspected of bombing in the Philippines,
In a hotel.
and while the Philippine authorities were in the process of filing cases against him, somebody allegedly from American authorities, swooped him from Davao City and brought to the U.S.
Yes,
That
sir.
happened during the mayorship of President Duterte.
Yes,
here,
sir. We heard about that,
If
sir.
that happened to an American, there is danger that it may happen to a Filipino citizen. Just because that did not happen to a Filipino citizen yet, maybe there is no official report yet. We never know if that was done in the past, because even in Panama, presidente na nga sa Panama yon, si
Noriega.
nakidnap pa nga ng Amerika. Doon maramis po sa Amerika. How much more dito sa Pilipinas? Posibleng mangyari. Kaya kailangan na ni Pastor noon ng papel, kasi kung gagawin yan, at least may panghawakan kami, pwede kaming dumulog sa PNP. Please stop that.
Pero sir, it is
Okay.
kidnapping, sir. I mean, it would be kidnapping,
Yeah,
so that's
kidnapping
beyond
yun.
the bounds of the law. So that
Yes,
would be
precisely.
legal to
That's
begin with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pero kailangan ni Pastor na may papel na if that kidnapping will happen, ang mga Amerikano yun eh. May papel dito, kailangan i-stop ito. Bawal ito. Presidente na ang may hawak nito. Walang masama dun, sir. Maski kidnapping ngayon, illegal yan. Pag may papel ka, with more reason that you have, you can convince the police na maski mga puti yan, dakpin ninyo yan. May order ng presidente na dapat walang extraordinary rendition. Anong masama niyan, sir? Yan lang po.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
I hope you
yes, sir.
understand.
Yes, sir. Sir, let me shift gears naman, sir. So basically, there is no opposition from Kibuloy's camp if extradition process proceeds forward. In other words, if the U.S. asks for the extradition of Pastor Kibuloy, will there be opposition from Pastor Kibuloy's camp, or will it go with the
We will
petition?
assert his rights, right, sir. We will assert his rights, and part of the assertion of his rights would be questioning the basis for his extradition, of course. And that is perfectly legal under the law. We will do everything what is required by law. Okay? So, kaya nga, mas advantageous yung extradition process. Kaya at the very least, we can show the lack of basis of the extradition process. Unlike in an extraordinary rendition, where a person is just summarily brought to another jurisdiction without him being heard as to the basis of such action.
On another issue, Attorney, anong reaction nyo
Yes, sir.
dito sa sinasabi ng Philippine National Police na meron silang mga na-detect na mga bunkers, tunnels, at saka mga tibok ng puso, no, dito sa mga tunnels na ito, yung mga heartbeat.
Matagal pang
Mga heartbeat.
Valentine's.
May ganun ba? May mga tunnels ba talaga diyan sa
Sir.
sa KOJC
Wala
area?
po, sir. Sir, wala po. Alibay lang ng ni General Torre yan para malegalize niya yung pag-stay niya, yung pag-board and lodging niya dyan sa, tawag nito, sa aming lugar. Napapansin mo, hindi na siya may mention ng heartbeat kasi nakakahiya na. 11 days na, sir. O 11 days. Katapos itong heartbeat, kagabi, meron na namang munting commotion kasi doon sa Bible Center na may mga lady, members, na yung mga pulis ayaw nang umalis doon sa kanilang quarter. Medyo a few meters ito doon sa JMC compound na nagtataniling sila. Ang ibig ba nila sabihin na yung heartbeat dumating na doon sa mga quarters ng mga babae ng mga kingdom workers? At saka pumunta sila doon sa 52 kilometers away sa bukid sa Tamayong Kalinan. Balak pang pasukin yung Glory Mountain at saka Prayer Mountain. Ang ibig ba nila sabihin, pati ang heartbeat dumating na doon sa bundok? Ano yan, glorification? Nag-appear na doon si Pastor? Ang haba naman ng tunnel yun, dumating 52 kilometers away. More than 52 kilometers away from Buhangin. Sir, ganito, diretsahin na kita, sir. 11 days na po, sir. Wala na ako halos tulog. Ilang beses na yung heartbeat nila. Moving pa. Una nakita itong heartbeat nila doon sa main JMC compound. Tapos, mga several meters away from the cathedral. Tapos, sunod doon sa JMC basement niya. Pag-open doon sa isang portion ng JMC basement, akala na sure sila masyado, tubo pala. Pangalawa nilang open doon, daga. Kaya nga naka-joke ako, baka sunod, uk-uk na. Kasi may basis talaga eh. Kasi later, doon na naman sa cathedral, yung anong tawag nito, yung mga red dots nila. Kung totoo nga yan, bakit wala kami representative doon? At least, sila naman, may mga armas naman sila eh. Hindi pinapakita sa amin, walang transparency. Yung reasonability ng kanilang paghukay-hukay dyan, hindi pinapakita sa amin. Kung mangyari yan sa inyo, palitan bahay ng pinsan nyo, kunyari may warrant against you, tapos papasukin yung bahay ng pinsan nyo, tapos maghuhukay-hukay ni sila doon kasi allegedly, may heartbeat daw doon. Paano kung wala? Ngayon, 11 days, wala talaga. Sinong babayad sa amin? Nag-put up na ba sila ng bond na if in case wala talaga dyan, babayaran kami? All of these matters should be proven in court. Sa sa Anti-Terrorism Act na, kung yung mga pinagduduluhan na terorista, bago ka mag-tap ng cellphones nila, kukuha ka pa ng order sa Court of Appeals. Yung tapping of cellphones yun, ha? How much more here na naghuhukay ka na, ginigiba mo na yung structural foundations ng GMC. Eskwelahan po yan. Na law school namin nandyan. Kung what if ngayon, dumating na sila sa footing at sira yung building, sinong magbabayad sa amin? Wala nga silang ban. Kita nyo yung punto namin. Pero sana nakikita nyo yan?
Balikan ko lang yung extradition issue kasi yung ibang mga abogado, sabi nila, hindi naman daw pwedeng i-extradite kung kailangan daw may president, kailangan daw mauuna yung ating justice system. So kung may kaso dito si Pastor Kibuloy, kailangan ma-resolve muna dito before he can be extradited to the US to face separate charges in the US. So sabi nila,
Kaya
bakit hindi na lang
precisely.
lumabas ngayon? Total, mas mabilis na matatapos anyway, is maintaining his innocence. Bakit hindi naharapin yung korte dito sa Pilipinas para mapabilis na
Ma'am.
mawala na yan?
Kuha ko yung question mo. Kuha ko yung question niyo po. Ang punto namin,
Yes.
kaya nga, yung extradition is a legal process. It cannot, proceed while the process here in the Philippines is undergoing. But with the might and power of the U.S., it might, sneak out Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy while he is under the supposed jurisdiction of the courts which are trying him. No, anything is possible with the United States of America. That's why we just need a written declaration that if ever that happens, Philippine government should prevent it. What's wrong with it?
So parang guarantee of protection yung hinihingi niya.
Yun na hindi siya ipapadala while he is facing the cases in court. Then pagkatapos na innocent kami, then okay, start the extradition process. Let's fight it out. O de klaro. O and then while proven innocent si Pastor, let's let's face your extradition process. Oh, what's wrong with it? Oh.
Okay. Okay. Sir,
Okay.
Attorney Celito
Okay,
Torion, sir.
ayun.
Yes, sir.
Yes, salamat po. Ha?
Sir, maraming
Thank
salamat po
you,
for
thank
joining
you.
us today.
Okay,
Ingat po.
okay.
Thank you, attorney.
Okay. Attorney Celito Torion, abogado po ni Pastor Apollo Kibuloy.